Hey Pisces, welcome to your April 2019 general reading. This is for those who have Pisces in their sun, moon, or rising. Also keep in mind, this is a general reading, so not all messages are going to apply to everyone. With that being said, let's go ahead and start with your crystal for the month, which is turquoise. The turquoise is all about being able to speak your truth. I feel like this month a lot of you are going to struggle with being able to speak about how you feel or express how you feel verbally. And a lot of you might be holding back things that you want to say, or just, be lacking a better word for what it is you're trying to say. You also have the vulture spirit as y'all's animal oracle card. So it says on the bottom, nothing is wasted. And the vulture doesn't leave anything to waste. Like everything has a purpose, even when it's like the ugly. So if you have gone through like really shitty situations or things that have happened that are just awful or experiences that are really bad, none of those go without having an important meaning to them. Like every one of those experiences, even if they're horrible, they have a purpose to them. And it's up to you to be able to go and figure out what that purpose is and what those lessons are that you learned from to move forward. I'm going to go ahead now and get started with your cards and see what we got going on. Oh, okay, so the first card up is the Lovers in reverse. So this could be breakups or relationships that are not doing so great. The Hierophant. Okay. The High Priestess. Oh, wow. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm already noticing y'all are going to be going through a lot of shit for April. Like, April's going to be, I'm noticing for a lot of signs, April is like a very big transformation month. A lot of things happening, things going on, things shifting and changing. And apparently y'all are no different because it's already starting off pretty powerful. Okay, let's see what else. Ooh, the Chariot. Daughter of Cups. Justice. Seven of Swords reverse. Okay. I'm feeling like a lot of you, this is going to have to do with a lot of you having trouble with being more in the physical world. I know Pisces can get lost in like their daydreaming, and Pisces have a tendency to be connected to the spiritual. And I feel like because of this, you're lacking, not even that you're lacking, you're just having a hard time being more present in the physical realm than what you are with the spiritual one. And I feel like a lot of you might be able to see things before it happens, but there's also a lot of things that you see that aren't pretty. For some of you, I feel like y'all are just getting started and doing things where you're, like astral projecting and stuff like that. And if you're just, starting to experience outside of the physical realm, a lot of you may be seeing things that are kind of not so pretty. I'm seeing here also that y'all have, like so y'all have like where y'all need some shadow work done. So basically there's a side of you that isn't pretty even within yourself. Like your negative traits and qualities, your dark secrets, hidden fears, all those kind of things. I feel like y'all are going to be starting to analyze or getting kind of more in touch with, because a lot of you are struggling because you haven't worked through these issues within yourself. And I feel like, even with the Justice card there, normally that's a card that has more to do with like fairness, balance, or legal situations. But in this case, I feel like this is more of finding the balance between the positive and the negative, the good and the bad, the ugly and the beauty. Like, I feel like this is very much trying to find that middle ground between those two. This could even be the balance between the physical world and the spiritual world. And I feel like a lot of you, though, just are having a really hard time with getting past the negative parts of life. the things that aren't as pretty or as pleasant to go through. A lot of you are having trouble, like I said before with like turquoise, speaking your truth or being able to express what it is you really feel. So I feel like some of you also may be experiencing like a creative block. For some of you, I feel like, things that you've gone through in the past with relationships does hold the key to like reevaluating those relationships that you've had with people in the past, whether it be love or family or friends, reevaluating those and what went wrong and finding your part and your role in it can help you move forward. You can't control what other people's negative stuff is, but you can control, I don't even like using the word control for this. It's not even about controlling. It's just, being able to see theirs and see yours. But you're the only person that you can do something about. You can't do something about somebody else's ugly traits. That's on them. But what you can do is, focus on your stuff and work through that in order to get yourself in a better state. I feel like a lot of you are going to be very active this month. I also feel like a lot of you are going to be getting priorities straight. I do feel like some of y'all might be holding a really big secret within. I feel like this is a secret that kind of could be weighing on your shoulders a lot. And for some of you, this secret might be the thing that, you haven't spoke your truth about. It's like you're holding this back and you can't talk about it because it is so secretive. Whether it's your secret or somebody else's. I feel like somebody here has a really big secret. Some of you may be having trouble with sleeping at night. Some of you may be having or feeling very restless. I feel like creating stuff will help you a lot with that for the month. Some of you may be having some car issues, or some of you, if you have, like, here's a perfect analogy. So let's say your car basically breaks down and dies. So as much as that sucks and it's a headache, on the bright side, you're gonna go look for a new car. So you have options and opportunities to get something new that better aligns with you and where you're going. Maybe some of you had a sport car, you're about to have kids, you need a minivan. Point is, these kind of changes are about to align you with where you're going. So the biggest thing here though, I'm seeing that you're having a really hard time expressing this. I feel like a lot of you, I don't see work in here, but I feel like a lot of you are going to be focused on work. Almost as an escape for some of you. I'm also seeing that somebody here might be getting gifts. I feel like these are more spiritual gifts. Like some of you may be getting messages in your dreams. It's almost like the spiritual world is like gifting you with being able to see either more or all things. The Seven of Swords reverse, going back to the whole secret thing, I'm seeing with that Seven of Swords, eventually I feel like you are going to speak your truth. For whatever reason, I feel like it really is you that is holding down this secret. I really feel like it's you. Like whatever this secret is, whatever it is going on, I feel like you're the one that is holding that. I'm also seeing that some of you may be having, or somebody may get a message from somebody that isn't too pleasant, or it's like emotionally upsetting to you. And for some of you, I feel like you're not able to talk to your, like there's a disconnect from you and somebody that you have feelings for somewhere in here. And I do feel like some of you could be going through divorce though with that Justice card there. Some of you may actually be going through divorce or breakups, and there might be some legal matters involved in this as well. And some of you, this might be over a child. I'm also seeing that, some of you have a hard time deciding which way you want to go with things. But like I said, this is something where until you can accept the unpleasant things in life, it's going to be harder for you to embrace the better things. I don't know why I just keep hearing it's a humble experience, a humbling experience, like something about being humble. I'm going to go ahead and pretty much leave it with that, Pisces, because I feel like this is a lot of self-work that y'all have for April and a lot of, massive events that are coming up for y'all. But overall, this is all about being able to speak your truth and realize that anything that has happened isn't without reason. There's a reason for everything, whether you see it now or you see it 10 years from now. Everything will make sense at some point on why this is all going the way it's going. So, hope you have a good month, and I hope things turn out okay. I do see that y'all will be finally speaking your truth, and there will be justice and fairness in this situation, so those are very good signs as well. Bye, Pisces.